Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. Don't be shocked, okay? Today you have escorted me to the eNCA studios and I'm here for an interview, all right? So come with me as I'm about to be interviewed. Village girl to the world. Okay, before we do the village girl to the world thing, we have to do our makeup. I couldn't do my own makeup because a TV makeup has got its own terms and conditions. You must look a certain way. You must not be lighting everywhere. So the vibe is Magoti makeup uifagile izangapa babes, that vibe. But yeah, it was still so beautiful and it looked beautiful. All right, now we're done with the makeup, we're ready with the mics and everything, and my heart is just going boom, 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 and I'm getting ready to sit there and just do my thing, man. I am so excited at this point and nervous at the same time, but you know me, I flourish under pressure. Okay, I flourish under pressure. Okay, manje, we are entering them. I'm ready. Shout out to Crown Lioness, my own clothing brand, for this beautiful outfit that I just went and took out of my wardrobe somewhere. Look at the studio, guys. I am so happy to be here because this is my first experience. Remember, this is a village girl, all right? Village girl with big dreams. So yeah, we are doing the interview. I'm just waiting for her to finish up with the person that she's interviewing before me, and there we go.
Social media has had a major impact in the world of communication and film. We all know that. Now, one content creator never thought it will take her to places she's never been. Now, Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker to her followers, has received countless opportunities since joining the internet space. She recently traveled to Kenya to graduate from a YouTube Black Voices program, and Perseverance Maremeni joins me now in the studio. Perseverance, thank you so much for your time. You came back. I thought that, once you do the things that you've done, you would have gone off and seen the world and we'd only be able to keep up with you on social media. What was it like? I mean, I saw when the statement first went out to say who were the content creators selected for this really bespoke program. I mean, it's those at the cutting edge of content creation. What was it like getting that call?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. YouTube Black Voices Fund, for me, because it was a new space. I had only entered the YouTube space for like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't even know what it was about. I'm telling you that the only time that I actually knew what YouTube Black was and how big it was after I got the congratulations email.
Gosh.
Yeah, because of the type of content that I create, So it was an amazing, life-changing experience to be that. And in as much as I would love to just go away and stay there and just create content there, but I feel like, there's no place like home. And I definitely have to make an impact right here at home first.
What did you learn? What did you learn from being in the space with all of those other content creators and for those who you were selected to be mentored by?
I think it has more to do with the fact that, starting with my name, Madam Speaker, because I was given that name because I talk a lot. When I had to meet up with a lot of people who create different type of content, it actually made me realize that I don't talk a lot. I was just with a different crowd. And being able to learn from other people to say content creation is actually a job. It's actually something that other people take very seriously, and they're making a living out of it more than just making an impact in their societies. So for me, it was life-changing, having to mix with people from 5 other different countries in the whole globe. It was out of this world. The experience was just out of this world.
Tell me about your character, Madam Speaker. Where did that creation come from?
The name came from, apparently, they gave me a code name. You know, when you talk a lot or whatever, people will give you a name, right?
Oh, yeah, I might know how that feels.
Yeah.
You always had one person in the family like, oh, yeah, of course she became a broadcaster. She was always going to be a broadcaster.
Because she talks a lot, right? But you found your space. So the same thing applies to me, because I didn't even know that I was a Madam Speaker until I heard, like, oh, that one is a Madam Speaker. I'm like, I like it.
It fits.
It fits, And I'm not even going to say, well, I don't like the name, because it really does speak to the type of things that I do or say. So I'm going to take it and run away with it. So that's how I actually became a Madam Speaker, and now it's a brand.
Goodness me. I see your Facebook page, your bio, you call yourself just a village girl with big dreams.
Yeah.
Tell me why you say that.
Because I grew up in Mashamba village. Mashamba village is in the deep rurals of Venda.
Yeah.
And I went to school there. The only time that I stepped out of Mashamba village was when I went to varsity, when I went to DUT in Durban. And even when I was still in Mashamba village, I dreamt big. I saw myself being on big stages, mixing with people from all over the world. And that is always a reminder for me. It grounds me. It keeps me grounded to say no matter how big I can become as Madam Speaker, at some point I was just a village girl with big dreams, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to go chase those dreams.
And you never had, I believe the phrase is called tall poppy syndrome, you know, that we have, and it's a problem in many of our communities. They're like, oh, who does she think she is?
Yeah.
You know, and it does hold a lot of young people back.
Yeah.
Did you ever come across that? And how did you deal with it? If you had to advise somebody how to deal with that pushback from those around them, either in their families or in their communities?
I have had a lot of tongue lash from the community and also from the place where I stay right now, because I'm not staying in the same place where I grew up, because people don't understand what I'm doing, you understand? So when I had to go out there and mix with other people and understand that actually there's a place for me in this world, it made me to become more inspired, because just because people don't understand what I'm doing, it does not necessarily mean that there's not a space for me to do what I do. And just because I do something which is completely different to what they're used to, it does not mean that we cannot coexist. So I did face a lot of tongue lash. I still am. Some people are still warming up to me being the Madam Speaker that I am, but I'm not even about that life. I'm moving, okay? I'm doing what I'm doing, and I sleep better at night knowing that whatever it is that I did, it's fulfilling for me. And for me, I feel like the voice and the hunger and the thirst to just do what I do is louder than any other voice that can ever say anything out there. So all of that, it's okay. As long as they're watching my content and I'm creating revenue, I'm happy.
What do you think makes you so relatable? Do you think it's the subject matter, the things that you decide to talk about? Do you think it's the way you do it? Is it your backstory that's so relatable? What do you think it is?
I think the thing that makes it so relatable, the topics that I talk about, is that I had to search the stuff that I want to talk about or things I want to learn about, right? And I couldn't find them anywhere. You know, like for example, I want to search about child favoritism, about growing up in a home where you are the black sheep of the family. But when I search about all that stuff on social media, I'm not finding it anywhere. So I open up a platform. I'm like, okay, this is the topic that we're going to talk about. All the black sheep, please gather here. Let's hear your take. All the children who are not favorite children, why are you
all
not
the middle children?
Yeah, all the middle children, gather here. And then it's so relatable because you realize that you're not the only one. It's just that there was not a person who was willing to put it out there, but people can relate. And when you open up the platform, they're able to actually engage with you on that.
Do you think that we've now moved to a space where people like yourself are the ones that, especially young people, are coming to you to find out what the zeitgeist is, to find out what the important things are that people are talking about, and that it may or has already overtaken your more mainstream platforms, like the news or traditional radio?
Yeah.
Do you think the time has come that is probably going to be ancient history soon, and it's going to be up to you and your colleagues in your side of the industry?
Well, it's not going to be ancient history, because I believe that even my dad, for example, he's watching right now, because this is what he watches.
Hi,
right?
Dad.
Hi, Dad. Shout out to you. So I feel like with the type of content that I create, it is just so liberating, you know, because anybody who wants to watch something that it's not channeled per se,
yes,
they can watch that. But I still feel like both the channels can still coexist, you know, because there are people that really don't want to be watching things where people just run away with their, you know, whatever information that they want to give out there. But there are people who want to be liberated enough to say, I want to learn what I want to learn without any censoring. So I believe both still have room.
Good answer. Because it allows us to hold on to our jobs.
Yeah, you should.
And I think Moreno, my colleague, would agree as well, as he gets ready to bring us the sports. Perseverance, Marimeni, what a pleasure to talk to you, and we can only wish you everything of the best on this journey, and people can find you on all your social media platforms. Madam Speaker is who she is known for on social media, and we thank her for her time this morning.
Hi everyone, so we just finished with our interview at eNCA and I am so excited. So now what is left is for us to meet at our second annual Women's Conference. I can't wait to see you in Pretoria, Doxa Deo for second annual Women's Conference on the 12th of August 2023, or in Polokwane on the 25th of August 2023 at Library Gardens for our second annual Women's Conference. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for watching. From the village to the world, a village girl with big dreams. Po, 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 po.